I turned 25 in a few months, and I know, get out the Unc comments. I'm older than I ever thought that I would be. Um, but it's kind of starting to hit me lately. Um, just kind of how old I am. Oh, come on. It's fine. I I guess kind of one of the catalysts lately was I watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars right now. Um, and we're getting close to the start of season 4. And not to flex on you guys, but my 12th birthday party, I believe, was a watch party of the season premiere of Clone Wars Season 4. Uh, yes, I didn't have much going on as a kid. That's hopefully a given. Um, but I kind of realized that that was over half my life ago now that happened. Um, and that kind of threw me for a loop. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. I really am just stunned. I'm so old. Uh, and it's especially weird because I don't feel that old, first of all. Um, but on top of that, I just don't, my life, I don't have a bad life, but it just hasn't panned out the way I thought it would. I, I'm not friends with any of the people I went to school with for my life. I've got friends in my life now that, they were my roommates through college, but in terms of, high school and classes, I don't have any of the friends that I made from that at all. I don't have any of them. Not even like, not one. I don't have any. Um, and that's kind of crazy to me. Like, I'm just kind of not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. Um, I've got great friends and I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried, like, am I gonna have friends ever? Because I'm not. I've got great friends. But I don't have any friends that have, they know me now, but they've never known me before I was 18, There's nobody in my life that does except for my family who I'm not very close with. Come on. Um, but, I don't know, and it's, I'm not super dying for that because I was a pretty weird kid. Um, and the people making fun of me were not wrong. Uh, but I don't have any of the friends I had growing up as a kid, and I really don't have, that kind of security blanket of people that have known multiple different versions of me, um, and still stuck with me. I, um, I've changed in the last 6 years since I started college. Um, But the difference between me, in 12th grade versus now is like astronomical. I am just not the same person at all. Um, and I don't have anybody that knows that. Um, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Come on, I suck. Um, anyways, I don't know. Just kind of coming to terms with how old I am. And it's just weird. I mean, I don't, like, I spent all of college thinking, life was just going to go this one way, and it hasn't. But also, um, like, I'm happy with how my life is going. Um, but, I thought I was going to stay in, not necessarily my college town, but, around where I went to college with all the people that I knew from the area, and I live thousands of miles away from them now. And that's kind of weird for me because I haven't really made any friends here yet. Um, which is my fault. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. Um, like I don't go to parties and stuff. I work and I get food and I go home. That's really all I do. And I'm content with that. Truthfully, I don't really have any desire to change that about myself. I really am happy with who I am. Um, but that did not work at all. That's embarrassing. Um, I don't even remember where I was at. That's how bad that was. Ugh. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if you guys can relate to not really having that kind of security blanket in your lives. That people have been through several iterations of you and have chosen to stick around. Because I haven't. I have not had that security blanket. I wonder if that's part of the reason I'm so insecure, is that I, have changed things about myself and lost friends over it. Um, which is part of life. I acknowledge that. That's just kind of part of life. But, um, I have lost a lot of friends directly because of, you know, decisions I make and kind of choosing not to be someone anymore, someone that I don't want to be. And it's kind of crazy to just not have people around. Like, I don't, when my friends are busy, I got nothing to do. And I mean, it's not so bad. I really hope people know that being by yourself is not a bad thing all the time. I mean, it's not always great, but I really enjoy being by myself. Um, but I really do enjoy being by myself. I have a lot of hobbies that interest me, so it's really, I'm not struggling with not having many people around, but You know, at the same time, when my friends are busy, I got nothing to do if I am not, you know, want to do one of my hobbies. And that's a little weird. It's a little weird to kind of be at the whims of three strangers across this country. It's a little, it's not, you know, I don't mean it that way, but for example, one of my hobbies is gaming. Um, and I really do enjoy playing single players, so it's not the end of the world um, to not have them around. But for example, when I want to play Battlefield and they're not on, I'm kind of just hanging around, and that's totally fine with me right now. I enjoy this game and playing by myself. Um, but there are times when I just want to talk to people while I'm hanging out. You know, I live a pretty lonely life on purpose, more or less. I really just enjoy my own company, and I really struggle around others. I don't know if that's weird, but I've never really been a people person at all. Uh, like at all. I mean, I've got some people in my life that I am close with, and that's plenty. I don't really have any desire for more. Um, yeah, I really don't have desire for, you know, more personal relationships than the ones I've already got. Um, but it's weird. Like it's got me. I feel bad. Um, I don't know. Describe it. Feel I feel weird about how okay I am with being alone. Um, because I look back when I was a kid and I spent a lot of time alone and I hated it. Um, like in high school and really in middle school more than anything, I would go like a week without talking to people. And I don't, you know, I was a kid, so I kind of hate that I went through that as a kid. But now I don't hate that idea. Um, and I don't know how that makes me feel that you know, I'm not interested in the idea, but uh, I talk to people a lot and it's exhausting. Especially because you know, I'm in corporate America now and I have a real job in real life and I have to talk to people every day and it's exhausting. I hate having to talk to people as much as I do. Um, it's really a pain to me. And that's just kind of weird that I've gone from this kid that absolutely despised how alone I was. That was sick. Um, I absolutely despised how alone I was to, you know, now I kind of enjoy this kind of lonely life that I live. This, um, solitary life. I don't know how to describe it. Like um, I'm just at peace, I guess, if that makes any sense. Um, sure, I don't have a lot going on, but I'm not, you know, there's no drama in my life really. or let me rephrase, there's plenty of drama, but it's just my own. I don't have to deal with other people's crap. I don't have to deal with people freaking out on me, for the most part, at least. And it's just kind of nice to be by myself, I guess. And I don't remember how I got here from talking about being old, but maybe it's just maturity or, you know, getting old, because that's something old people say. Uh, that being solitary and being by yourself isn't all bad. Um, which I do agree with, honestly. I think it's pretty sweet. But, oh God. It's weird to be getting old. I don't know. Oh, sweet. Big win. I don't know. I'm getting old, and it's weird to think about. And I don't know how to process being old. And, like my knees hurt all the time now, and that sucks. And if I sleep wrong, my back doesn't work. And it's just not fun. I don't know. I don't know how to tell young people that, you know, it's just downhill. It's not. It's really not. Life is pretty sweet when you're older. Um, but my knees hurt all the time now. It's like there's a constant pain. Um, and like I have sleep apnea now. It's not just, oh, he snores. He's got a real problem that he needs to fix. Um, and so it's kind of weird, just life in general when you're getting old. Um, and I find it really interesting. My heart pump for the next 50 years without any problems, but my knees got 23 in them before they just stopped working. Um, and I just don't know how that happens. I don't know, like, you know, I don't know how I get so few years out of them. I never, I mean, I fractured my kneecap when I was like 6, but I haven't done anything. I haven't injured them at all since. I've been very healthy knees, um, to date, at least, as far as injuries go. I have not had any, I haven't torn my ACL or anything. Um, but somehow they just don't work. And it's just kind of weird. I'm just kind of ranting now about life because I don't have anyone else to talk to about this, so deal with it. Um, but it's really weird. It's really weird. Like um, I got old, and I don't really know when it happened because it didn't kind of feel like, oh, I'm so dead. It didn't feel like it happened, you know? Um, I I was, I feel mentally like I'm 19, but I look in the mirror and I'm old and I've got wrinkles in my eyes, um, eyes, and wrinkles around my lips, and mouth. And that's insane to me. Like really, it's insane that I look in the mirror and I see I've got gray hairs already. I'm not even 25 and I've got gray hairs. Can you believe that? Um, in my beard. And it's crazy to me. Like I still feel mentally the same as I did in college when I was 19. Um, and I don't feel like I figured life out anymore than I did when I was 19. But quote unquote I have, because I'm an adult and I have a car payment and I pay my insurance every month and I pay rent and I have health insurance that I pay for and I have to go to the doctor. I have to go to the primary care physicians because I'm 10,000 years old now and I feel like a cool person, and then my age starts to show itself, and I start feeling like uh, Master Wu from Ninjago all of a sudden, and I don't know why, because I'm not that old. I'm really not. Um I don't even know anymore. I shouldn't feel as old as I do. I don't think. Um you know I have spent most of my life being normal, quote unquote. Um I don't know. I have a hard time with it as well because I am right on the border of millennial and Gen Z. I am Gen Z, um, but uh, I'm right on the edge of millennial. There's millennials are right above me, so I kind of grew up with millennials, more or less. Um, kind of, I grew up on Vine. Like that's the kind of millennial that I am. Older. That's the kind of person I am. Um, and just kind of stuff like that. But then I see these millennials now are having kids and um, they're having kids and all kinds of stuff. And I don't feel like I'm that old. I don't. And then I look around and my friends are having kids and my friends are all married or getting married. And I realize I am that old. And it's not a fun realization that I am that old. Um, and that's not something I can reverse. That's just the case now. I'm just that old and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh no. Um, that's kind of the really weird thing is like I am that old. My my friends are all having kids and getting married. Um, and I still play video games by myself. Um, and that's weird to think about. I uh, I don't know. I'm not complaining about that. I love playing video games, and I'm going to continue. Um, and I'll continue when I have kids too. Um, that's not going to go away. That's part of who I am. But it is weird to think about the fact that I'm old now, and I get to, be on the other end of the interactions I've had online with older people. Um, and it sucks being the young one in that situation is always the better situation. Um, and it's not all bad. Like there's cool things about getting older. Um, like I spend my money on a nice gaming setup because I can. And that's not something I could do as a kid. I had a PS Vita, and I mean, I'll stand on this today that the PS Vita is one of the best pieces of technology ever. Um, but it doesn't hold a candle to my computer that I play on now. Um, but it's weird to get old. It's really weird to get old. I, I don't know. It's weird. And like I've been playing, off and on now because the state of the game is so bad, but I've been playing Destiny for 10 years. Like actually been playing. I remember I was there when the game came out, and I'm gonna be here when the game dies if it hasn't already, because it's not looking good. Um, and that's kind of crazy to me. Like I started playing it when I was like 13, and I thought it was the cool. I mean, I thought this was the coolest game in the world, but there wasn't anything. I had no expectations a game like that would last as long as it has. Especially back then, that the games they just didn't last that long, and somehow it did, and somehow I did, and all my friends that I played with as a kid, I'm not friends with them anymore. But the game is still there, and it does suck now, but it is still there. Um, and that's just crazy. It's crazy to me to be kind of in this renaissance of gaming where these live service models are coming out, and um, games just are around longer. I've been playing Fortnite since the beta, so it's crazy to me. It's really crazy to me that Fortnite, I remember being 16 when it came out and watching a Russian Badger video on it. Shout out Russian Badger. If you guys haven't watched him, get on him. He's great. Um, but he was telling me, hey, you gotta check out this game. Um, and so I downloaded it from his code in his video. And, now it's the most profitable video game ever. It's the biggest video game ever. I mean, this has literally revolutionized the gaming kind of economy. It's crazy to me being on that side of it. Because I didn't know that as a kid. I didn't know, how things were gonna go. Um, and I've been kind of lucky with getting in on games early. Um, or I had been at least. Like I got in on Valorant early, and I don't play Valorant anymore. But over COVID, I played a pretty decent amount. Um, and it's crazy to me. I've got a Minecraft account that's 15 years old, and that just makes me feel like Master Wu. It's so bad that I have memories on Minecraft that are older than any memories of my current friends. And that's insane to me that that's the case. Like I genuinely have memories of a game that are older than any of the friends that I have right now. Or, you know, any memories I've made with my friends right now. And that's insane. Like I cannot understand that these games have been around that long, or that I have been around that long too. Like it blows my mind. The nostalgia really is killing me. Truly, it's killing me. I'm sure if you guys are like me, you've seen on TikTok the kind of nostalgia bait like Xbox 360 videos and stuff like that of Minecraft 360, the tutorial world. And it's just insane to me. Like, I am really old, and I don't know how to describe how that makes me feel. I really don't. Um, so I guess if somebody in the comments has a, better perspective on it than I do, I'd love to hear. God, I hate this map. It's so bad. I hate this map. I don't know. If you guys have any more thoughts on being old, being Unc, uh, love to talk about it because I truly, I don't know. I didn't expect to be this old, and I don't really know how to handle being this old. So, I don't know.